Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about keeping track. Now, we all keep track of things, goals we have, tasks we need to accomplish, and we might have some differences of opinion about how we should go about tracking these things. Some of us still use daily planners and the good old paper and pen, while others have gone a little bit more tech with it. They might use Excel to track, and then now we have all these amazing project management tools like Asana and Trello and many others where you can plan out your 5 years or 1 year in advance, and for each one of the goals come up with subtasks, and for each one of those subtasks you can have notes and deadlines and maybe mentors you need to reach out to, and it's really amazing. So my purpose today is not to say not to do that. Research has shown that when you have specific measurable goals, it actually will contribute to your success in achieving them. But what I want to talk about is if we're constantly keeping track of what we need to do, and worse yet, looking backwards and keeping track of our regrets and the things that we still haven't accomplished, all the items on the bucket list that we still have not checked off by the time we're 30, it will result also in this feeling of being really overwhelmed and stressed out. And this is even more pronounced for law students and lawyers. As a law student, you were thinking improve grades, graduate, get a job, finish moral character application, pass the bar, and so on. If you're a summer associate, you might be, I have to do well in my assignments. There's still all these practice areas that I haven't accomplished. I'm not going to enough lunches with people. And if we are keeping track of all of these things mentally, we might accomplish those tasks or many of them, but we don't want in that journey to kind of sacrifice our wellness. So what do we do about it? We need to have a system to also keep track of the things we have accomplished, the things that we sacrificed in our to-do list to accomplish other things, and kind of a constant reminder that even in our most unproductive day, where things completely went against what we had planned for the day, we actually do accomplish a lot. So how do I incorporate this in my own life? Now, as some of you who know me, I am an overachiever. I always have a lot of things to do. One of my friends used to tell me that I get more done by 11 a.m. than some people get done in a whole day. And sometimes I'm on a roll, but sometimes I also do feel really overwhelmed by the mountain of things that it still needs to get done. So to make sure I keep track of the things that have been completed well, not just the things that need to be done, to make sure I focus on some of the advice I give people. For example, focus on your networking successes, that individual that even maybe was not able to give you the job, but really took a chance on you, really helped you out, really wanted to make that happen, instead of the ones who did not email you back, right? So how do we incorporate it? On the days where I'm really overwhelmed, maybe I have a lot going on that day or that week and looking with dread with all the other things that also need to happen in the next month, I switch my system from having that to-do list and crossing things off, because even though it's gratifying to cross things off, when you cross off only 25% at the end of the day, that is not going to really feel that fulfilling. So what I do is I start with a completely blank page. So the tip is start with a blank page and write down the things you have actually accomplished that day instead of the things you have to do. So whether it's just I complete one task, or I have a 5-minute call with my mom and she gets the answer she needs from me and she's really happy, I write that down. So at the end of the day or in the middle of the day, when I look, I see a lot of things have been accomplished. The second tip I have is what I call mindful pivot moments. If during the day, even though I know I have a lot going on and I really need to accomplish certain things, if I pause and let's say talk to the office services guy or the landscaping lady in my apartment complex, in that moment, I am going to be present and I'm going to remind myself that this is a choice. I am choosing to pivot from my to-do list, and this is something that I'm going to keep track of, that I had the ability to pause, have a good conversation, maybe brighten somebody's day. I hope this was helpful. If you have any topics that you want to talk about, please feel free to message me or comment below. And thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our channel. If you haven't, that's another tip to keep track of. Have you subscribed to our channel? I'm just kidding. Have a really great day, and until we meet again, stay well.